meetings. Thank you.
Got it.
Zoom what? Today, so I took a pair of old tights and cut them. Okay, innovation inspires. I'm loving it.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for signing on promptly. We will be starting at 8:03, so just be prepared for that. Thank you again, everybody, for changing your names. Remember, the rules are on the slideshow. So if you are a voting delegate, please note that. Whereas if you are a non-voting delegate, please note that. If you are unsure, feel free to either private message me or just chat, and then we will figure out which you are. But thank you again, and we'll be starting up very soon. Also, if you are a guest or teacher, please note that as well. You can either put guest after, you can put FFA teacher, and then put the school. However you feel fit to do it, just so that we don't count your vote or anything like that. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Also, if you are sharing a computer with somebody, please, I just noticed somebody just changed their name to have two people. Thank you so much. If you are sharing a computer with somebody else who is also a voting delegate or a non-voting delegate, also please note that. For voting, we're going to think about that one because we're not totally sure how we're going to be collecting votes with people sharing, but it'll work out in the end. So, but thank you. If you are with multiple people, please change that. Thank you.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So somebody threw in the chat asking how to change your name. Really easy way. Basically go to the three dots above your picture, and then you go to the bottom of the drop down and it says rename. And that should work, hopefully. I also know some people are having some technical issues with cameras not being on and those kind of things. If you cannot get your camera to work, no worries. We will just roll with it. But again, change your name is the best thing. That way we can know what chapter you're from and whether you're a voting or not voting delegate. Thank you again, guys. And with that, we will get started. So we will be calling the meeting to order at 8:03 a.m. I will have the secretary do a roll call of the delegates that are present. So Hannah, if you want to take that over from here, and that way we can collect how many people are currently attending.
All right, everyone. So when I call your chapter and your name, just unmute and say here, or yeah, just unmute and say here. So from Amogo, the official delegate is Madeline Cole.
Here.
Theo Zekpio.
She is not going to be here today.
Okay. For the alternates, Jessa Rose Beeman. Jessa Rose Beeman. Karma Cope.
She is here. I'm just going to go check and see if she's having some kind of technical difficulty.
Is that Jessa or Karma?
Jessa.
All right. Is Karma Copland here?
Here.
Okay, great. All right. From Housatonic Valley Regional FFA, Mackenzie Corkins.
Here.
Emma Crane.
Here. Here.
Mia Curtis.
She is not here.
And Natalia Wadsworth. Natalie Wadsworth.
She is not coming.
All right, thank you. All right, from Woodbury FFA, Ryan Wicklin,
Here.
Alyssa Hodges.
Here.
All right, great. From Northwestern Regional FFA, Joseph Karen,
Here.
Noah Green,
Here.
Katrina Boyce, Katrina Boyce, Marina Dindu, Marina Dindu, from Stanford FFA, Claire Chasnoff,
Here.
Megan McLaughlin,
Here.
from Trumbull Regional FFA, Paige Andrade,
Here.
Julia Wilkinson,
Here.
Emma Acree,
Here.
Caitlin Griffin. From Bridgeport FFA, Erica Pinto,
Here.
Clementine Noto.
Here.
From Southington FFA, Megan Patterson,
Here.
Alana Brights,
Here.
Paige Cerruti,
Here.
Avery Moore.
Here.
From Mattabassa FFA, Angel Fernandez,
Here.
Allison Mailho,
Here.
from Lebanon FFA, Aaron Grossman,
Here.
Taylor Rito,
Here.
from Bloomfield FFA, Emiria Etienne Modeste,
Here.
Ethan Mirander, Crystal Edwards,
She's not here.
All right, thank you, Emiria. Josefina Lopez. Is Josefina Lopez here?
No, she's not here.
All right, thank
We
you.
have Johnny Jones.
He is present.
Yes, she is.
Can you repeat that name one more time, please?
Johnny Jones.
One moment, please. I'm just writing that down for the record. From Rockville FFA, Savannah Battles,
Here.
Elizabeth Dunton,
Here.
Olivia Clemens,
She is not here.
thank you, Savannah. Bridget Scanlon,
She is also not here.
thank you. From Killingly FFA, Sydney Mullen. Here. Nicole Blanchett,
She's being replaced by Kaylee, but they're having trouble logging in right now.
all right, so Kaylee Baker is also not here at the moment.
Not yet.
Thank you. Heather Anderson.
Is it working now? I don't know. Try to. No, same. This is Kaylee Baker's computer. Is this working? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you.
So Kaylee Baker is present?
Yep.
Is Nicole Blanchette still not present?
No. She's not coming. She's unable to attend.
Okay.
As is Anderson.
Is Heather Anderson here then? All right, thank you. From Ledyard to FFA, Tegan LaJoy,
Here.
Adrienne Beltier,
Here.
from Wallingford FFA, Reese Koza,
Here.
Stephanie Merkin,
Here.
from Chippewa FFA, Jayla Latigu. Perfect. Elliot Noonan,
Here.
from Suffield Regional FFA, Caden O'Brien,
Yo.
Wyatt Nadu,
Here.
Candice Royce, Lily Carey. "30 members of the Connecticut FFA from 17 FFA chapters are present at the 2022 CTFFA annual delegate session, so quorum is met."
That is great. Can we do one final, just go through the list again of people that we might have missed? A lot of people did join in while roll call was occurring. So if you want to just run through the names one quick time, just one each of the people that were not present.
All right, Matthew, perfect. From Wamogo FFA, Theo Zepiel. Jessa Rose Beeman,
Here.
from Housatonic FFA, Mia Curtis, Natalie Wadsworth, from Northwestern FFA, Katrina Boyce, Marina Dinduk, from Bloomfield FFA, Ethan Mirander, Crystal Edwards, I believe that is all. So there are 31 members of the Connecticut FFA Association present at the 2022 Connecticut FFA annual delegate session.
Thank you so much, Madam Secretary. So with that, again, thank you all for signing on. I know this is during school. I know these are challenging times, but we really do appreciate you and we value your opinion. We always say that Connecticut FFA is a student-led organization, and I think the delegate session embodies that more so than anything else. And what I would like to all of you to remember as we delegate through today's tasks is that make it fun, because the delegate session, a lot of kids think is not fun, and it is super fun. You are learning a lot about the inner workings of our state and how we as state officers and the state in general impact your day-to-day experiences in FFA. So with that, we will move into committee breakout sessions. So recently, you were sent a list of committee breakout sessions and were given a task to the assigned committees that you were. So we will be starting up breakout rooms, sorry. The three breakout rooms will be the auditing committee, the Constitution Committee, and the Finance Committee. So committee breakout number 1 will be the auditing, 2 will be the Constitution, and 3 will be the Constitution and 2 will be the Finance. Again, we will remind you, and we also do have the list present. So if you were not sent those assignments, we can also let you know that then. But they will be started now. And for the committee facilitators, please be prepared. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me either through the chat or through my email. Thank you. All right. So I can actually rename these. Give me 1 second. Yes, if both of you are on the same computer, you might need to jump back and forth between the two. And we will note you in the minutes that you were on too. Okay. So I actually did name them. So you should know based on the name of them which one to go to. So all rooms are now opened. They are unassigned. So you should be able to go into the link where the breakout room is, and you can join whichever one fits best for you. And again, if you don't know that information, please let me know. All right, we have a couple people saying that they don't. Okay. Allison, Matt Bassett. Let me check the list.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Could you please let us know what breakout room we're supposed to be in?
Of course. Give me 1 second. Advisors can jump around wherever you guys would like. You can jump in between breakout sessions. So feel free to attend whichever one interests you the most, probably. Give me 1 second and I will get you those breakout session rooms.
Excuse me?
Yeah, who said excuse me? Do you need help with something?
Yeah, Bloomfield chapter just wanted to know what breakout room we were supposed to be in.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get you into those breakout rooms. Matthew right here is going to help you out with that.
Yep, just had to grab the list. So Amara, right? Am I saying that right? Amira, sorry. You will be joining the Constitution Committee.
All right, everyone. So we are going to be
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
committee.
Any other questions,
And
feel
what
free
we're
to
going
just
to be
open up the
doing
chat
is
now
we
and
have a couple
let me
people who
know.
are on the auditing committee.
Shapag was
who are
not
gonna report about what they
assigned.
have.
Okay.
If you
So
guys need any
Shapag,
of this
where are the wonderful
information,
Shapag
it is
people?
on the CT FFA webpage. It is
I think they joined
under
their rooms, Mr.
events,
Lawler.
and it is under
I think they're
state
ahead of the
election,
game.
And then it is under the committees. So if you guys would like, I could share my screen, or I can have the presenter
Alright.
share their screen with the report that is there. Would Jamie, Paige, and Danny Sorodiak like to take over?
All right. Anybody else have any questions about their committee assignments? Yes, Maria, you
I
guys
can
are
share
free
for you,
to
that is
wherever.
no
Oh,
problem
yeah,
at
that's
all.
right. I'm so sorry.
Just give me 1 second to be able
Allison.
to share my screen.
Allison, you will be going to. Let me find it.
All right, can everybody see
You
that?
will be going to the Constitution Committee,
Thank you.
of course.
Perfect. All right, Danny.
And for
Jamie,
the
feel
advisors,
free
you
to
guys
take
can hop around
over.
wherever the heck you want, and as well as both Maria and Anna Silkman, and Chase. So, and if there are any questions or anything like that, you can come back to me and let me know that. Great. We are off. So far, so good. If anyone is joining us from YouTube, because of the way that the breakout system works, you guys can actually not see any of this. The minutes of all these committee reports will be posted later on the CTFFA website. So if you are interested in that information, that will be located there. So just to let you know, because I know with the way that the breakout session works, everybody is put into their own individual rooms. Thank you.
Chair. Make sure you
Crystal
put their name
Edwards,
and your
were you
name
on the
so that
meeting
you guys are the
prior?
Secretary and the chair. And yes, thank you. So
Alright.
Paige is our secretary. Does anybody want to be our chair? Ryan, would you like to be our chair from Woodbury? All right, thank you. All right, Ryan. So you are now our chair. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be asking if people would like to discuss anything that we were just reported on. And if they have no discussion, you guys could make motions if you wanted to. And this is now your ballpark. And Paige notes down, and then I can get you Hannah's
Hello,
email
Miss
so that when
Standard.
you
How
guys
are you?
done with that, you can email all of the stuff over to the minutes. Does that sound good, everyone? Alrighty. If you have any questions, I will be in here. Ryan, if you need anything, let us know. And feel free to unmute and talk about some of the things that were reported on in this committee. And if you guys need me to scroll down and look at certain portions of this, let me know.
Anything I can help you with, Miss Standard?
I was just sitting. I feel bad.
Hi, Lauren.
Good morning, Matt.
How are you?
I am lovely. How's everything going for you guys?
2 committees are already done in under 20 minutes, and we have one more that's just finishing up now.
Well, there you go. I'm glad to hear it.
So, I assume you've seen the items, so you're the last item. And I assume you have your spiel ready or whatever, you know.
I know, I think.
Yes, just like let me know when you want me to start talking. I'm not going to turn my camera on because I'm in the middle of a field.
Yeah, no worries. I'll tell you, I'll just say, could I now have Lauren present the nominating committee recommendations, and then they'll be voted on, and you'll say whatever you need to say, but you'll be the last item, and then we'll adjourn.
Graduation or something going on.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm just presenting it on behalf of Sarah. I don't have to do anything other than read their names, right?
No, nothing, like you can like maybe add like a, you know, the delegate, you know, these recommendations, you know, we went through it, like it was, you know, 2 interviews, talk about the process and how much confidence you have in the report that both you and Sarah created, and but that's about it.
And then is anyone here gonna be?
All right, sounds good.
And then just like no particular order, like however Alexa said it last year. I don't remember what she said, but
I have it alphabetically.
yeah, that works. So, and there's my timer. Okay, I'll be back.
Do you need me to do the voting?
Already. Technical issues, don't worry about that. Already, thank you so much, everyone, for very quickly going over those committee reports. I was able to pop around to each of the different rooms and heard a lot of really good conversations. So I'm really glad to hear that, and I'm really excited to hear the committee reports. So for the first item of business, could I please have the chair of the budgeting/finance committee, please read the minutes from your committee. I believe that was an individual.
That is me. Hold on. So we brought up the 2022-2023 Connecticut FFA budget proposal. We talked about a budget history, 8 proposed increases to the expenditure line. Total increases come to $9,475. We talked about proposed budgetary increases, looking to be awarded grants, line two pooled investment fees, approximately $750 increase. Treasurer's stipend increase $500. Line 7 FFA coordinators expenditures increase $1,500. Line 18 Officer Summit DC increase $300. Line 24 to 26 State Officers National Convention 24. Line 24 $500 increase. Line 25 $600 increase, and line 26 $700 increase. Increase reimbursement rate to 0.585 cents, line 32. Dues increased to $20 per person. Discuss where our money is going. Can I have a motion was made to accept the proposed budget. The motion was seconded and passed.
Thank you so much, Karma. Alrighty. So I will now entertain a motion on the approval of the budgeting and finance report from the delegate session.
Can I?
You can make the motion, Karma.
I move to accept the proposed budget of the 2021-2022 budget.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been
Second.
moved and seconded to approve of the 2021-2022 budget. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to a vote. All those in favor, you will be getting a Google form. You look in the chat, the form should be in there. And then we will let you know what the vote is from there. No, on the. Is anybody having any issues with the Google form? And also just a reminder, if you are a non-voting delegate, please do not vote on the form. If you are a teacher or guest. But we are collecting the votes now. If anybody has any issues with voting, you can also private message me your vote and I will tally it that way.
How many responses?
Something. All right, the motion passes unanimously. All right, we will now move to the auditing committee report. Could I please have the chair present the minutes of that report as well?
Yes, you can. We called our meeting to order at 8:25 a.m. and we ended at 8:35 a.m. Our committee chair is me, Ryan Wickland. Our committee secretary is Paige and Andrea.
Andrade.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We had 15 participants present. We had discussion of the auditing report presented by Danny Sorodiak and Jamie Page. It was an overview and discussion of the auditing report from 2017 to 2020, sorry. There was discussion of error, discussion on incorrect errors to ensure understanding. The association should be paid back $1,124.91 due to errors that have happened between 2017 and 2020. There was no further discussion on the auditing report. There was a motion to accept the report. Paige called to move the to accept auditing report to move to the whole delegate body for voting. Motion was seconded. There was no discussion. The delegates voted in favor of moving the report to the whole delegate group. Ryan moved to pass the motion to accept the auditing report to move to the whole delegate body for voting. Motion to move the minutes to accept the minutes. Paige called to move to accept the minutes of the discussion and motion to move the auditing report to the whole delegate body. The motion was seconded. There was no discussion. The delegates voted in favor to accept the minutes for the auditing report. Ryan moved to pass the motion to accept the minutes of the auditing committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. I will now entertain a motion to accept the auditing committee report as presented.
I move to accept the auditing committee report as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to accept the auditing committee report as presented. We will throw in another Google form and do the same thing as previously stated.
Once we get to 36, we should be good.
Yeah, so it's probably 36.
Yeah. Everyone just heard that.
Oh, well. Everyone just heard you too. All right, unanimously, the motion passes. We'll now move on to our next item of business. Could I please have the chair of the Constitution Committee provide the report?
So for the First Amendment, we had some discussion that it was good for district presidents who can handle the responsibilities and credentials. There were no students opposed. For proposed Amendment 2, we talked about how the executive committee would understand what's happening and rewrite adjustments for the First Amendment. We had one concern about the involvement of everyone, not just district presidents. There's a want for more student involvement and the ability for students to be able to ensure change. And the discussion to cut the proposed amendment, we had a recommendation to reword the proposed constitution to Amendment 2 to accept this amendment at a later date. Constitutional Amendment 3 suggested to strike delegates and alternates and replaced. We suggested because the delegates have not been voted on and will keep traditions, there was no further discussion. For proposed Amendment 4, instead of the ability to all members, all advisors will receive the availability and forward it to students to improve availability. And there was a discussion will increase the number of students that will join. For proposed Amendment 5, it will help reach members and communicate with them. For discussions, we had an optional newsletter or options other than social media for members that are not using social media, a proposed online newsletter, and we proposed not to accept the amendment to the change, but change the wording to include newsletters and all social media to promote FFA activities. And we don't want to limit any ways to reaching out to students. We had a motion and it was passed.
All right, thank you so much. So we will now vote to, or I now will entertain a motion to accept the Constitution Committee report.
I move to accept the Constitution Committee report.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the Constitution Committee as presented. We will send another Google link in the chat. Thank you all. The Constitution Committee passes unanimously. All right. On to our next item of business. I need a motion to move to set the state dues for the state association at the recommended amount for the 2020 to 2020 or 2022 to 2023 school year. I will entertain that motion from anyone.
I move to set the state dues.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to set the state dues for the state association at the recommended amount for the 2022-2023 school year. We will be sending out another Google form for this one as well. All righty, thank you. With 30 in favor and 2 opposed, the increase of the dues passes. All right. Next line item is the move to approve the 2021-2022 program of work. So this motion in particular will be getting moved. So I will instead invite somebody to give a motion to table this discussion until Colt 2022 or 2022. So if somebody could make that motion, the program of work does need to be voted on, but because we didn't get it out with a month's notice, we will not be sending it. We will not be discussing it here today, just because we did not give ample time for people to read through it and understand it on their own. So I will entertain a motion to table this line item until Colt 2022.
I move to table this line item until Colt 2022.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to table the program of work until Colt of 2022. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to a vote. Again, Google form will be sent in the chat for this one as well. All right. Thank you all for voting. The program of works postponement has been moved and unanimously voted on. I would now like to invite Lauren Murtaugh, our nominating committee coordinator, to present the upcoming slate of officers for the 2022-2023 school year.
All right, thank you, Matt. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Awesome. So it's my pleasure to present the 2022 nominating committee report on behalf of the committee chair, Sarah Cropley. The candidates whose names I will read following this were given 2 interviews by the committee on 2 separate nights, and we have complete confidence after the discussions that they had as a committee that this is the correct order of officers to be slated to serve on the 2022 to 2023 state officer team. So the names are as follows: Brianna Butkovich, Maria Batsu, Robert Esselby, Amelia Pillis, Anna Silkman, Danny Sorodiak, and Joseph Belkey.
Thank you, Lauren. Is there any discussion on the motion? No. Can I entertain a motion to approve the nominating committee recommendations as presented?
I move to approve the nomination committee's recommendations as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve of the nominating committee recommendations as presented. We will now, is there any discussion? I will now entertain a vote. Give it a second, guys. It's in the chat now. All right. Thank you all for voting. With 33 in favor and 1 opposed, the nominating committee slate passes. Is there any other further business which should now be transacted? Seeing none, we will move on to announcements. In the announcements section, this year, we will be reinstating a convention review committee that will be set to give a report on the status of the convention 2 weeks prior or 2 weeks following the state convention. So this is just to keep everybody aware. If people are interested on serving on that committee, then you can please reach out to either myself or the state officer team so that we can get adequate feedback on state convention and the experience this year. With that, I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. President,
Ryan,
I move to adjourn.
is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to adjourn the business session. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to a vote. That might be thrown in the chat already. It has not been thrown in the chat momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, thank you, everyone. With 33 in favor and 1 opposed, the motion to adjourn the meeting has been passed. Meeting adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone, for your hard work this evening. Your work will not go unnoticed and will be kept as a record for the future years to come. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. And for those of you that will be attending our banquet session later tonight, we hope to see you there. And if not, we will see you on Saturday. And if not, then we will see you somewhere, I'm sure. But thank you all for your hard work, and you can now leave the Zoom call. If anybody has any other further questions about anything, feel free to email me.
Thank you.
Of course.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Robbie. Amanda Phillips. Anybody else have any other further questions, which should now be transacted? I see a few people still on here. Anybody have any questions? Mr. Lawler, do you have a question for us?
I would like to note that usually the students stayed on the Zoom because they weren't paying attention to their computer and the roles have switched.
Wow, give Mr. Lawler a hard time.
That's exactly what happened right now. Okay.
All right, y'all, that's a wrap.
Can you turn off the live stream?
Oh, yeah. How can,
Stop sharing your screen. And then I think